In the year 2000, I got the chance to go back to the house where I grew up as a child. Memories came flooding back when I got there, and together with my friend Angelo, I was able to make a short documentary about it. It offered a glimpse into my memories of growing up to the age 12. Some would think, why did I go there? Why did I even want to return to a part of my life that wasn't so happy? After all, I ran away from that place when I was 12. Well, some stories aren't finished after retelling them once or twice. This story needed more love and care before I could even begin to think of closing that chapter. The next chapter in the book had me living with my father. I was 12 when I moved in with him. In 2022, I had the opportunity to visit the flat where I spent 3 of my teenage years. Together with my trusty guitar and my friend Keo, I went back. Months before that, my therapist had convinced me to dive deep into the feelings of my time there, and then to write songs with that energy. It was very painful to go back to all of that, but it also proved to me there was a lot of unfinished feelings still left.
Ik weet gewoon niet zo goed wat ik wil eigenlijk, maar dan weet ik niet gewoon aanzetten.
What you're about to see is a story of a house and a girl. My father thought renting a flat would be the biggest part of being a responsible parent, but he was wrong. A house is not a home, not automatically.
Het is lang geleden dat ik hier iets heb gespeeld. Dit was mijn lieve slaapkamer, waar ik mij veilig voelde. Waar ik al mijn liedjes schreef en speelde. Waarna mijn vader zei, waarom schrijf je alleen maar verdrietige liedjes? Waarom schrijf je niet vrolijke liedjes? Er is toch helemaal niks aan de hand? Terwijl er heel veel aan de hand was. Dus dit liedje heet Room Guitar. Room guitar, rabbit yellow. Room a cat on the bed. Girl feels sad. The house is too quiet for too long. Room no air, she can't breathe there. Room so sad, he was so mad, and he just left her. pants and sweater, travels far, looks out the window of a train, doesn't know what the future holds. She doesn't know it yet, but she is strong, and she will flourish and keep moving forward. There's no end to her power, no end to her love. She doesn't know it yet, but she is strong. Oh, and it's time to move on. Time to move on. Time to move on. Time to move on.
I'm showing you only a snippet of my story. It's my story, my experience, and my feelings. You probably have your own story, your own experience, and your own feelings. I want to share with you how liberating it can be to consciously revisit a time and a place where you were hurt badly. Maybe you were abandoned, left alone for days. Maybe judged and put down because what you stood for was so different from what they stood for. Maybe you were brainwashed into believing you're worthless and every single thing you do, you are always doing wrong. Whatever parents feed into us, it has to come out in some sort of way. In my case, despair, sadness, and emptiness filled me up and has since never left me. I've gone back to the past and I'm there right now. I'm looking my father in the eye and I'm pushing him back. I'm a grown-up now and I will not accept the nonsense that has been uttered to me about me. I'm fighting back. I'm standing up to it. I'm not having it.
Not up to you to tell me what to do, to say it's time to let go and move on. Not up to you to say there's nothing wrong, to tell me to get over it and just sing a happy song. Who are you to tell me to get over it? Who are you deciding it's time? Who are you to say that it's all in the past? Who are you to ask me why I even cry? to say that it's all in the past. Who are you to ask me why I cried?
I loved him so much. I would have done anything for him, and I did, but it was never enough. I was a child. I deserved a better parent. Nobody can tell you when to stop crying. They don't know how many tears are still left. Bricks and mortar can't be blamed for what happened inside those walls. I used to think of the house itself as a bad thing, but by going back and reliving it, and by energetically healing things, I felt the bond that I once did have with that place. A safe haven that was made unsafe by my father. He swung me from one wall to the other. His responses to me were unpredictable. I never knew when he would come back after days of being by myself. I had to get myself to school, had to cook myself food. I felt alone and empty. He made a list of all the things that were wrong with me. He made me read the list out loud every evening. In the end, I started to believe everything he told me.
The smallest light was hidden deep there next to secrets we must keep far hidden. But at some point we found the strength, although it took all that we had. We said goodbye to the walls that hurt. But what occurs in our head, it spins around and rises mad. We carry it unto the
By the time I turned 15, my father had totally burned me down to the ground. The one person I looked up to as a child had put me down over and over and over. He had left me alone for days on end to fend for myself. It was my father that put me down, not this little flat. In the end, I felt so alone and empty, I decided to call the helpline for children. They helped me to escape the house and move on. Even though we can't shake the past completely, life is still worth living. You're worth so much more than all the things they ever told you. You are worthy. You are doing your best. This life has a place for you, and there are people that care for you. Please stick around for tomorrow. You never know what it may bring.